Now, you may not have a white Christmas, but you'll certainly have a wet one. Rain is forecast in parts of the country during the Christmas period, and we've got Lehlohonolo Thobela from the South African Weather Service joining us now to give us more doom and gloom when it comes to what we can expect for the weather this Christmas. One of the big questions that are being asked over the last few weeks, Lehlohonolo, is whether this is common in this particular period. Rains particularly at this level and this persistent for this amount of time.
Good afternoon. Yes, considering that we have La Nina state, which is happening over the southern parts of Africa, so South Africa being part of the areas, we're experiencing above normal rainfall conditions as expected with the La Nina state as measured by the eNCA. So it is not abnormal for it to happen. However, it is expected considering that it's under summer. So the summer season areas that receive rainfall are expected to receive rainfall as abnormal as it is, considering that we are under a weak La Nina state in the summer season. So as we've stated, we have a 30% to 60% chance of showers and thunder showers over the eastern parts of the country. Friday expected to still remain at 30% for most parts of the eastern parts of the country. That includes Mpumalanga, Limpopo, KZN, and some eastern parts of the Eastern Cape province. On the Christmas Day, which is the 25th, we expected the central parts and the eastern parts of the country to expect some isolated showers and thunder showers, but scattered over Gauteng and the eastern parts of the northwest, southwestern parts of Limpopo, and the southwestern parts of Mpumalanga, not leaving out the western parts of KZN.
Yeah, quite a large part of the country that will be celebrating a wet Christmas this year. But Lehlohonolo, while this may be good for things like agriculture, for example, or water provision in different communities, it has to be noted that with heavy rains of this nature, there are risks of flooding and, of course, disruptions to traffic. And motorists and community members in general need to be rather careful in this regard.
True, you stated a very, very valid point, and I think most of these things are managed by following protocol of any warning system. So people should just keep an eye on the weather service pages, Twitter pages, and also listen to the radios and watch TVs and shows like the one that we're having right now, in order for them to keep updated of the warnings of that are issued by the South African Weather Service, just to keep safe and also to be reasonable in how they drive in the wet roads should it happen that they're driving, and also to protect under hail conditions. I mean, everyone has a car. Well, everyone that has a car needs to protect the car by being undercover and protecting under hail damage due to some severe thunderstorms that may occur in the eastern parts.
Yeah, and those severe thunderstorms will obviously include severe windy conditions, and of course people also need to be careful around wind because it could also be very dangerous.
That's true, and in all the cases there, it's all a matter of mismanagement and warning system. So the disaster management people are also following the South African Weather Service warning systems, and should anything be issued, I'd say just people to keep on the lookout and keep on the safe space.
Right. Now, when can we expect the weather to clear up, Lehlohonolo? I know personally, when I visit Limpopo, I've never actually had a New Year's Day or New Year's Eve without the wet weather. Is there a chance that we could approach the New Year with some sunshine and some blue skies?
So with what's looking like, since as I've stated that we're under a weak La Nina state, and with that happening, most conditions seems to be more prone to rainfall and heavy rainfall. So in considering what I've just stated with you, it looks like the models are showing even the precipitation levels show to have precipitation or rainfall occurring all throughout to the 3rd and 4th of January next year. So it looks like to be a blessed new year.
Very, very long wait, the 3rd or the 4th of January in next year, Lehlohonolo. Just one more thing that I'd like to get from you. You said that people should be looking at the weather warnings on your various platforms. Which are those platforms that the SA Weather Service is on that people can engage with you in terms of knowledge of what's going to be happening over the next few days in terms of the weather?
South African Weather Service has a Twitter page called Source, SAWS, and that's the Twitter website. That's where we keep updates, and also have a website, so you can go on www.weathersa.co.za. That's where we keep all the information on daily to day. I mean, we are 24 hours open, so anytime people want to call, they can still call into the office, and they'll be assisted with knowing what the weather should be, should they plan anything, because I know other people are getting married during these festive seasons.